There we go. Mute all. All right. Okay. So get really comfortable, sitting up nice and tall. I will eventually go to my mat. Well, I was going to say that this class this morning is actually inspired by, I honestly don't remember the chapter or the verse, but there's a book called the Bhagavad Gita, and it's a really important yoga book. And one of the passages in it speaks to seeing the beauty in everything. And it made me think of how we have so many different variations of asanas. So today we're going to explore a couple of variations of an asana that we do often, and may even seem quite ordinary. So it's about how we can see the beauty in something that's so everyday. And that asana is Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So we're going to put a little bit of a spin on it today, so you can see it in another way, and hopefully you find this beautiful. Really hope you enjoy it. So we're going to just take the form of Chin Mudra because we are going to need a little bit of energy for today's class. Let's be real. So take your index and thumb together, let them touch, and then extend your 3 remaining fingers, and they can rest on your thighs with the palms facing up. We'll begin our practice with the sound of Om. So we'll take a breath in, exhale through the mouth, and then inhale and exhale for Om. So big breath in. Inhale. You can open your eyes, release the mudra, take a big breath in, sweep your arms up, interlace all your fingers, and then spin your palms to face up. And on the exhalation, take the elbows over to the side and look to the left. So you're going to the right, looking to the left. And you're arcing yourself over to the right. Keep the left sitting bone heavy. Inhale back up to center, and then go ahead and switch sides. One more time on each side. Inhale, press it up, and exhale. Inhale up, and exhale. Inhale back up to center, and this time as you exhale, push your hands forward and round your spine. Inhale, come up, take the hands to the back of your head, press the elbows back, lift the chest up. And repeat. Pick the arms up, round your spine, reach them forward. Come back up, hands to the back of the head. Gently lift the head up, lengthening through the neck. Press the elbows back. And back to center. Inhale, reach all the way up, and this time exhale, go into a twist. Doesn't matter what side you twist to first. Inhale back to the middle. Reach your arms up, and exhale, twist over to the other side. Good. One more time on each side. Huge breath in. Get super long in your spine, and exhale, twist. Last time to the opposite side. Inhale, reach it all the way once again. And exhale, twist. Good. Inhale back to center. And exhale, hands to the heart. Please make your way onto your hands and knees. And take a few rounds of Bittilasana and Marjarasana, cat and cow. Feel free to explore it in any way. You can come up onto fingertips. You can shrug the shoulders, get a little bit more shoulder action in there. The posture, the variation that we're going to explore
in the seemingly ordinary downward facing dog today does require a bit of opening through the shoulder. Good. All right. You can start to pump it forward, leaning a little bit more into the fingertips and shifting back, rounding the spine. Add a little bend to the elbows, taking it into a little baby chaturanga. Couple more here. Good. And pause in active child's pose. Take a full breath into the back of the body. Hold it in and exhale it all the way out. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Come back onto your hands and knees. And moving into some variation of sunbird. So on the inhalation, the right arm and left leg will come up. And on the exhalation, round your spine and bring the elbow and knee to meet at the middle. Inhale, extend, and exhale. So you're going through about 3 more of these, so a total of 5. Big breath in, stretch it out. Exhale, draw it and really round the spine, pull the navel in. And on the last one, hold it in the middle. Really round the spine, scoop your belly in, chin towards the chest. And now expand from that place of contraction. Spread your toes wide, reach the right arm forward and sweep it around to catch a hold of your left foot. Hug the knee in, take a full breath into the back of the ribs. And exhale, kick into the hand, pull the heart forward and out. Keep the toes spread. Ekapada Dhanurasana form. And slowly release. Come back into extended child's pose for a moment. Take a full breath in and out, whether it's through the mouth as you exhale or through your nose. And then come back to center. Second side, left arm and right leg. Inhale, reach, and exhale it in. After the 5th one, or on the 5th one, you're holding it in. Squeeze it in nice and tight. And then expand, spread your toes super wide, sweep your left arm around to catch your right foot, draw the knee into the midline, full breath in, allow the spine to extend and kick, exhale, hold, and slowly release. Come back into active child's pose once again. Toes are tucking under for this, and you're still keeping the toes actively spread wide and vibrant. Inhale, rock forward into that kneeling plank shape, Palankasana. Exhale into Chaturanga. Inhale, press up. Exhale, sit back. One more. Inhale forward, lower into Chaturanga. This time when you shift back, take the hips all the way to the heels and continue on that trajectory and pick them all the way up into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a moment here. You could alternate bending your knees, so marching in place, just pushing your heels down to the earth, opening up the back of your legs. The invitation for today is not only to find the sublime or the beauty in downward dog, but in everything. In all the asanas that we take for granted because we do them all the time, in those aspects of life as well. How can we bring a little bit more, see something a bit more than what we always see when we look at something? Come to stillness and walk your feet in so that just enough so you can actually put your feet down. And you might even need to step them a little bit wider than hips distance. And you can have a bend to your knee. Hug your outer shins in as you move your inner thighs back. Get light on your right hand and really ground down on your left hand and right foot. Take your right hand and reach back and grab the outside of your left shin or perhaps the ankle or heel. Take a full breath in. Exhale, twist over to the left for downward dog twist. Parivrita Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale to release back to center. Exhale, pause. Give yourself a moment to reconnect. And again, if the heels are on the ground here, that's okay. They can hover. Take another full breath in. Lift the hips away from the pelvis. Keep that space and exhale, twist to the right. And slowly release. You can step your feet back out and come into your regular downward facing dog. Take a huge breath in as you sweep your right leg up. Please keep the hips and pelvis level. And exhale, step your right foot to the top of your mat. Take an inhale as you lower the pelvis and lift the heart forward and up. On the exhalation, drop your left heel and just shift back as you pick the right toes up. Inhale forward, lower the pelvis, heart moves forward and up. Exhale, ground the back heel on an angle and shift back. One more. Inhale, come back into the lunge and exhale, step it back into, sorry guys, I had to spray this morning and I trying to fight off a sneeze. Second side, left leg lifts. Step it forward to the top of your mat. You can come up onto fingertips or perhaps put your hands on blocks. Lower your pelvis. Oh, okay. The young lady that was supposed to be coming replied. Lower the hips, let the heart move forward and up, creating a nice long spine. And exhale, pivot on the ball of your right foot, drop your heel and shift back, pick up your left toes. 2 more times, moving with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Shift forward into your low lunge. And step forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeply. Bend your knees and with a long spine, inhale, rise all the way up. Bring your palms to meet and exhale, bring your hands into your heart. 3 rounds of Surya A and then 2 rounds of Surya B. Take a full breath in, sweep your arms up. And exhale, hinge the hips back, come into Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale it back to Palakasana, plank pose. Take a breath. You may rest your knees and exhale into Chaturanga. Come all the way down. Inhale, curl the heart forward and up for Bhujangasana. Slowly release. And on the exhale, press up and back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a full breath in. Exhale all of the air out. Keep the air out. Hop or step forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Bend the knees. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to the heart. 2 more rounds. And then I'll rejoin you when we get to Surya B. Inhale up and exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale either into plank or you can go right into Chaturanga. Inhale, you can come into Bhujangasana. If you're feeling ready for it, you can do your Urdhva Mukha, which is a bit deeper back bend, your up dog. And exhale into downward dog. Take a full breath in. Exhale the air out. Keep it out as you hop or step forward into your forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold deeply. And then come all the way up into Tadasana and hands to heart. 1 more round of Surya A, and I'll join you for this one. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale it back, Chaturanga. Inhale into Urdhva Mukha or take Bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Pause. Full breath in, full breath out. Hold the breath out. Step or hop forward. Oops. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, full. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. You can put the knees down. Inhale, take Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pick your right leg up and step it forward. Ground your back heel with the toes pointing slightly outward. Bend the front knee. Inhale, rise up for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Plant your hands and step back to Chaturanga once again. Inhale, take up dog, or if you prefer, take cobra. Exhale into Adho Mukha, downward dog. Left leg lifts. Step it forward. Drop your right heel, toes turn slightly outward. Inhale, press up for Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale into Chaturanga. Resting my knees. Inhale, take Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha. Press up and back, Adho Mukha. Hold it here. 3 rounds of breath, full breath in, full breath out. 2 more. Exhale all of the air out. Hold the air out. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold into Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair. Exhale, Tadasana. 1 more round. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Full form or Ardha form. Taking your Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha, you choose. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Step it through. Ground your right heel, maintain hips distance, and press up into Warrior 1. Stepping back into Adho Mukha, downward dog once again. Oh, sorry, Chaturanga, my bad. Lost my place. Taking Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha. Pressing up and back into downward dog. Picking your left leg up and step it through to the top of your mat. Ground your right heel. Draw the left hip back, press down through the legs. Inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Back to Chaturanga Dandasana or the Ardha form, you decide. Whew. Inhale into Bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha, Svanasana. Hold it here. Really refine your dog. Be very deliberate and specific. Make sure you're grounding your hands, the root of your index and baby fingers, the pads of your fingers, the heel of your hands, and squeeze them towards each other. Hopefully you're feeling nice and warm. Take a full breath in, exhale all of your air out, hold it out. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold deeply. Inhale into chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, Urdhva Astasana, and bring the hands into the heart for Tadasana. Take a moment here to reconnect with your breath. Maybe grab a sip of water if you need. Seeing the beauty in the ordinary, or seeing the extraordinary in the ordinary things in life. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up, catch a hold of your right wrist, and exhale, arc it over to the left for Indudalasana. Inhale back to center, switch your grip, and exhale over to your right. Inhale to center. On the exhalation, release your hands and clasp the fingers behind you. Bend the knees a little bit more here. Reach the knuckles away as you lift your chest forward and out. Really reach your arms as far back as you can to open up the front of the shoulders. Now the full breath in as you lift your heart up. On the exhalation, hinge your hips back and moving into a form of Baddha Uttanasana. Bound forward fold. Pick your shoulders up away from your ears. Take another full breath into the back of the heart. And exhale, perhaps go a little bit deeper into your forward fold. Maybe open up the shoulders a little bit more. Slowly release the bind, plant your hands and either step or jump back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into up dog or take Bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Shift forward into a plank, then keep it, actually, I want you to move forward into a side plank, but keep it a high side plank. So don't straighten your body all the way out. So stay in your downward dog. Come up high into the balls of your feet. Pivot on the balls of your feet and roll onto your right side. Stack your left foot on your right and take the left hand up. Really draw the head of the right arm bone back and feel the shoulder blade push into the back of the heart. Full breath in, full breath out. And now slowly come back to your downward dog. Pick your right leg up and step it to the top of your mat. Everybody still with me? More or less? Good. Drop the pelvis, draw the right hip back. Good. Slowly come all the way up. And oops, let me turn around. Open up into warrior two. Good. Turn your right palm up. Inhale. Reach the right arm up and arc it all the way back. And look back this time at your left foot. For Viparita Virabhadrasana, reverse warrior. Left hand is sliding down the back leg, but you're not pressing into it. It's a gentle touch. Inhale back through warrior two. On the exhalation, move into Tarasana. So pick up your right toes, pivot on the heel, and spread the arms and fingers super wide. All 10 toes face the long side of your mat. Take your hands around behind you and interlace your fingers. Moving into Prasarita Padottanasana C. Wide-legged forward fold with a shoulder stretch. Full breath in, lift the heart up. Exhale, hinge your hips back, slight bend to the knee here. Lead with the heart as you fold your body in half. Just as we did in our Baddha Uttanasana, pick the shoulders up away. So you're sliding the shoulder blades up towards the hips. Allow the crown of your head to move down towards the earth. Stay strong and connected in the legs. Bend your left knee. And now turn, inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, turn a little bit to the left, reaching your bind over to your right. Inhale through center, exhale, bend your right knee, and repeat the same thing on this side. Slowly come back to center, straighten out both knees, and inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, release your fingertips to the earth. Walk around back to face the front of your mat into a low lunge, and step it back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feel free to rest or take your vinyasa. The choice is absolutely yours. Honor where you are right now in your practice. So coming back into Adho Mukha, taking it into a high form of Vashisthasana. So once again, start to roll. So you're pivoting on the ball of the feet. Roll onto the left side. So you're on the baby toe side edge of your left foot, and then place the right on top. Take the right elbow up and then extend, really push the hips up and reach up towards the sky. Now a full breath in and exhale, come back to your Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg lifts, step it through to the top of your mat. Find your stability here, feet at hips distance. Scissor the legs and inhale, rise up. And exhale, drop it into your warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Turn your left palm up, take an inhale, sweep the left arm up. And as you exhale, turn your head to look towards the outer ankle of your right foot. You can keep your hand on your right leg, or you can swirl it around behind you and grab a hold of your left hip crease. Inhale through to warrior two and exhale into Tadasana once again. This time, bring the arms down by the sides of the body, bend all of your fingers. Remember, there's a bend to the knee, but a strong hug of the muscles to the bones. Shift your hips back as you scoop your arms forward, coming into Hakini Mudra, lining it up with your third eye. Keep hinging your hips back as you reach the mudra forward, keeping your spine long. So the bend to the knee is super important here to give the pelvis room to move. Keep reaching the hips back as you move the mudra forward. You come into a nice long flat backwards parallel to the earth. Take one more full breath in and exhale it all the way down. Wide-legged, functional forward fold. Full breath in, lengthen the spine, reaching the rib cage far away from the pelvis. And exhale, keeping that lift and that length and that fullness, draw your navel in. Hinge the hips back a little bit more, shift the weight into the heels, and keep reaching your fingertips far, far forward, pressing them strongly into the earth. Imagine how much more space you can bring, how much more extraordinary can you make this seemingly ordinary pose. Take one more full breath in and exhale it all the way out. Reground the weight into the four corners of your feet. Walk your hands back so that they're in line with the shoulders. Bend your left knee and walk over to your left foot. Take your right hand to the outside of your right ankle or shin, and take the left hand to the left hip crease. Take a full breath and lengthen the heart forward. And exhale, just pull yourself a little bit over to the left and look up towards the ceiling for a twist. Another breath. And then slowly release. Straighten out the left knee, make your way over to the right and repeat. Walking over, left hand to the outside of the shin, right hand to the hip crease, just to keep that space. Full breath in, so you're lengthening the heart away from the pelvis, keeping the spine long, and a little bit of a twist over to the right. One more full breath, and exhale, release. You can keep your right knee bent and make your way back. Wait, hang on. Right, come back to the left side, sorry. I'll walk back to the front of the mat, got myself mixed up there. Take it back into downward facing dog. Take your vinyasa or rest, yogi's choice. Always have a choice. Let's pause for a moment here in our downward facing dog to reconnect with the breath. Super, super important. Breathing full and wide, using up all of our lung capacity. So really expand the back of the body, puff it up to the ceiling with air. Just really expand. One more breath. And now coming back to that high Vashisthasana once again, starting on the right side. Actually, let me turn this on, not backing you. So keeping that relatively high downward dog, start to pivot on the balls of the feet and roll onto the right side. Pick your left knee up and really push the hips up towards the sky. Really reach. Good. And now step your left foot to the top of your mat. Good. Take your left arm up towards the sky. Full breath in here. And on the exhalation, sweep it alongside your ear with the palm facing down. Keep hugging into the midline. Pick the right inner thigh up as you draw the left hip back. One more full breath and really get expansive here. And exhale, release. Plant the left hand. Hop the right foot in a little bit and ground the heel. And inhale, come up into warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Full belly breath. Full breath into the back of the heart. Really expand. Take the palms to meet and take another full breath in. And on the exhalation, twist over. Pick up the back heel, turn the toes to face forward and come into a twisted lunge. One more full breath in. Last exhale here. Slowly unwind and make your way into Virabhadrasana 2. So this is where one of the other binds is coming up, moving into a bound form of side angle. So come all the way down, bring the left hand on the, left hand. Bring the left hand on the inside and get low, come really low as you can. And then internally rotate through your left shoulder and sweep the arm underneath your thigh. And then bring the right arm around to connect. You can always use a towel to bind around the back of the left thigh. Take a full breath in. And on the exhalation, draw the left hip back and pull it under you towards the midline. And then roll the right shoulder onto the left. Release your left fingertips to the earth, straighten out your left knee to a comfortable degree, and sweep the right arm up for Trikonasana, Uttita Trikonasana. Just look, use your periphery, or maybe look, if it's okay for your neck, to make sure that your wrist is in line with your shoulder. One more full expansive breath. Exhale, we bend the front knee and step it back to downward facing dog. Hui. Shift forward, take your vinyasa or rest. I'm opting to rest. We're nearly there. I didn't say this before at the beginning of practice, and forgive me. Just make sure you have space around, enough space around you. I'm going to have to move away from my wall when we get to the next sequence. So just make sure you aren't going to crash into anything. Probably have you wondering what the heck are we going to do. All right, so coming back into that Vasudhasana, that really high form. All right, get ready and roll now onto your outer left. Oh my gosh, foot. So roll everything onto the left. Pick the right knee up and really press it up towards the sky. Good. Really reach it up as high as you can. Push the hips up. And now step the right foot to the top of the mat. Good. Are we there? All right. Hop the back foot. Oh, no, wait. Sorry, my bad. Drop the pelvis. Ground your left hand. Take the right arm up towards the sky. And then sweep it alongside your ear for a twist. Hug strongly into the midline. Take a full breath into the back of the heart. And exhale, really spin the left lung forward to deepen your twist. Take another big breath in. And exhale, release. Hand to the floor, hop the back foot in, ground the heel, maintaining hips distance, toes slightly pointing outward, and rise up for warrior one. Front knees bent and stacking over the heel or ankle and lining up with your second and third toe. Hips are square and moving forward. Pull the low belly and low ribs in. Bring your palms to meet and bring them to the heart. Pick up the back heel, turn the toes forward, full breath in, and exhale, take it into Parivrita, form of a lunge. Drawing the right hip back as you continue to squeeze into your midline. I get myself mixed up with which side I need to be facing, so I'm not backing you all the time. Take a full breath in and slowly unwind, and exhale, unfurl into Virabhadrasana 2. So the wider your stance is here, there's a greater possibility to get your thigh more parallel to the earth. Okay, and of course, using a towel or a strap will help to make the binding a lot easier when we come into that Baddha form of Parsvakonasana. So we're going into it now. So you can look at me. If you come, you have to come as low down as you can get. And then spin the arm so it comes around the back of the thigh, and then take the left arm all the way around to catch the hands. And this is the grip. It's like a monkey grip that you're going for. Once you have the grip, whether you're grabbing your hands or your strap or a towel, your butt is going to be sticking out. So you're pulling the right hip back. And as you pull the right hip in towards the midline, you are rolling the left shoulder onto the right. And the gaze is looking up towards the ceiling, if it's okay in your neck. One more breath. Release into Utthita Trikonasana, right fingertips to the earth. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Looking good, everyone. One more breath. Rebend your front knee. Cartwheel the hand down, step it back. Take your vinyasa or rest. All right. Once you come back into downward dog, take a moment to really rest. Like, get a sip of water, because this is a pretty big, we are going to make downward dog extraordinary. And I might even demo it to you first. There is a reason why we were doing all of those side planks that a little bit higher than we are accustomed. Is Debbie still there? Oh, okay, you're resting. Okay, just making sure, I couldn't see you at all. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, and I'll show you first. You can continue to rest, but just watch. Good, yes, you can see my feet. So from your downward dog, we're going to let's step the left foot in. And when you step the left foot in, it's going to be at an angle. It's not going out like we would normally have it going out. It's going to actually turn in. So it's internal rotation through your hip. So remember when we were in that high downward dog and we were pivoting into that high side plank? That's what you're going to do here. So you can shorten your downward dog a bit. So it's a really high V, and then internally rotate. So do the same rotation, but take the full sole of the foot down. It's got to be all the way down because you're going to need it. Shove, I almost said shove. Make sure you lock the shoulder in place, and then you're picking the right knee up. Okay. Now you're taking the right hand back to grab your foot. And then you're going to kick into your hand and lift the gaze. Then release it and come into wild thing. Okay? That's what we're doing. Clear as mud? Yeah, all right. So let's go for it. High downward dog. So shorten your downward dog. You're rolling onto the left side, but you're going to put your left foot all the way down, and it's going to be internally rotated as opposed to externally rotated. Take your time here. Make sure you get the head of the arm bone back in the left shoulder and you feel secure. Do not move unless you feel secure there. Move slowly. Come up onto your right fingertips. And start to pick the right knee up. Move slowly. Once you feel safe there, bring that knee up nice and high. Reach back and grab your foot. Good. Once you start to kick and spin the inner thigh up, you're looking forward. So let the heart move forward and the pelvis is moving away from the heart. Good. And then you can release the bind and go all the way into wild thing. Yes. Beautiful. Now come back to three-legged dog. Now, if you want to try it again, you can do that again. No? All right. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Rest your left knee down. Good. So we're moving into Parivrita Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, prep 2. I learned the Sanskrit for it, twisted monkey lunge. I'm very proud of myself. That was a mouthful. So walking your left knee back. Now you're welcome to stay here for the twist up on your hands, or perhaps you bring blocks and rest your forearms on the blocks. If you're able to come all the way down and maintain a long spine, please come down onto your left forearm. So choose where you want to be for this pose, okay? Make sure that you're not on your patella, the knee biscuit. Pad your knee up for extra protection, and then go ahead and bend your left knee, pulling the heel to your butt cheek. Sweep your right arm way forward, create a ton of space. Take a full breath in. On the exhalation, reach even beyond where your foot is. Really reach back and grab it. Once you have it, pull the heel towards your bum. Now take another full breath in to the back of the heart on the left side specifically, and now twist over to the right and lean to the left a little bit. Here's your oh, I love saying it now. Parivrita Ekapada Raja Kapotasana prep 2. Drop mic. Now we're also going to take something that may seem quite ordinary and make it and see something extraordinary in it. Ustrasana, or make it extraordinary rather. One more breath here. Slowly release. When you release your left foot, please keep your toes tucked. Come up onto fingertips. Walk yourself to an upright position. Maybe bring your right foot in a bit. So we're here, we're kneeling, yeah, in a lunge. Take a full breath in, reach both arms up. Ground from the pelvis down to the earth. Keep picking the upper body up. Sweep the left hand back towards your left heel. Ustrasana form. Come up onto the ball of the right foot. Keep spinning the heart forward and up, low belly in. Beautiful, everyone. One more full, vibrant breath. And exhale, reach up from the right hand. Cartwheel the hands down, step it back, downward facing dog. Take a full vinyasa here or take rest. The choice is absolutely yours. Good. Are you ready for the second side of our funky Adho Mukha Svanasana? Okay, get ready, ladies. High, shorten your downward dog, so step your feet in. Start to pivot. And once you get onto the baby toe side edge of the foot, press it all the way down. Shift the weight into the right side. This is my stronger side. And really pick your left knee up high, like you would for three-legged dog. Grab your foot. Good. Once you have it, you can bend the right knee a bit here. Let's try that. Take a bend of the right knee. Now inhale, extend through the right knee. Kick your foot into the hand. Curl the heart forward and really move from the inner left thigh. Be really expansive here. And then move into your wild thing, Chamatkarasana. Nice. Come back to your three-legged dog. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand, rest your right knee. And I'm going to say it one more time just because it's fun. And I'm really enjoying it. Parivrita Ekapada Rasa Kapotasana prep 2. Walk your right knee back. Spread the toes. Either stay up on your palms or come down onto your right forearm. Bend your right knee, pulling the heel to your butt cheek. Full breath in. Exhale, sweep your left arm around, grab your right foot. Pull the heel to the bum. Full breath in once again, and exhale, spin. Roll, you can roll out onto the baby toe side edge of your left foot to get a bit more opening. Lean over to the right. Keep spinning from the right lung forward and up. One more breath. Slowly release. Push yourself into that kneeling position. Inhale, reach your arms up. Keep the length, and exhale, cycle or sweep the right hand back. You can even use the left foot to push you back a little bit. And as you push it back, lift the heel up, curl the heart forward and up into this form of Ustrasana. Just taking Ustrasana and making it just a little bit more extraordinary. One more full breath in. Exhale it out. Hands down. Step it back. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Last vinyasa here. You may rest in child's pose, Balasana, for a few rounds of breath, and then join me in Vajrasana for a little pranayama. So take a few rounds in child's pose, or whatever resting pose you care to take at this point in time. Okay. So Vajrasana, you have an option to either have your toes tucked under, or in my case, I'm having my ankles fully extended and my toes are not tucked under. We are going to be seated here for a while, so make sure you're absolutely comfortable. If this position does not support you, then you can always choose to sit in Sukhasana or Siddhasana with your legs crossed. All right, so you might be feeling a little bit hot, so I want to offer us a cooling pranayama called Chandra Bedana. So come into Vishnu Mudra. Curl your index and middle finger to the base of the thumb and extend your thumb, ring, and pinky fingers. And you're going to use your thumb to close your right nostril and the left to close the left, your ring finger to close your left nostril. If this is uncomfortable to hold, you can also choose to take the thumb. Oh my goodness, how am I getting these body parts wrong? Your index and middle finger to your third eye. So you have two choices here for your hand position. This is similar to Nadi Shodhana. The only difference is we're not alternating the nostrils in that way. We're going to inhale through the right and exhale through the left. And that's the cycle of the breath, okay? So choose your seated position and your shape of the hand, and just rest the thumb and the ring finger on the nostrils. Take a full breath in through both and exhale through both. Close the left, inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. Close the left, inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Continue in this way for 4 more rounds, and then we'll add in some breath retention. Add in breath retention. Inhale. Hold it in. Exhale. Hold it out. Inhale. Hold it in. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it in. Exhale. Close. Inhale right. Hold it in. Exhale. Continue 3 more rounds in that way, holding it in for a 4 count and then exhale fully. Once you've completed your last round, take an inhale through the right and exhale through both nostrils. And then you can release the mudra and just sit for a moment with your eyes closed. You can open your eyes. Come onto your hands and knees. If you were using any props, just put them off to the side. Not too far. You might need them again. So on your hands and knees, take the left knee into the middle a little bit and cross the right knee behind. Separate the feet, and we're just sitting back into Gomukhasana. I should probably face you this way. Makes more sense. So sit back. You do want both sitting bones to be grounded. So if they're not, please elevate your hips on a throw pillow, block, or a book. Good. So once you're comfortable here, make sure that you've moved the inner thighs back and you can feel grounded and settled here. Okay, so we're going to do the full Gomukhasana today. So we're taking it into Gomukhasana, arms, a twist, and then a fold, but we'll do the twist first. So full breath in, sweep your arms up, bring your palms to meet, and exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Take another full breath in, and on the exhalation, twist over to the left, hook the elbow on the outside of the thigh or the top of the thigh. Your left elbow will be high, press the palms in as if you were in downward dog. So really connect to the pads and root of the index and pinky. Take another full breath in and exhale, spin from the right lung over to the left. Draw the chin in to help you lift the back of the neck, the back of the head, keeping it nice and long. Press into the outer edges of your feet and keep the toes vibrant and active. Take a breath in, slowly unwind, and exhale, release. Now in Gomukhasana, it is always the arm opposite to the leg on top. So sweep your right arm up. There's an internal rotation happening here at the shoulder, and take the hand to the middle of the back, the shoulder blades. And now, actually that's external, my bad. Internal rotation here. Sweep the arm around behind you. I've got Olympic brain. I've been up watching Olympics at all ridiculous hours of the night in my head and not getting enough sleep. So if you have a bind, if your fingers aren't reaching, use your shirt or grab your towel. So Make sure that you're keeping your neck clear from being pushed forward. Take a full breath in. Keep that length, and on the exhalation, hinge from your hips and come into your fold. Press down from your pelvis and inhale, rise back up. Nice long spine. And exhale, hello, putty tap. Slowly release. Roll your shoulders out, both directions. Okay, good. And you know there's a fancy way to get out of this, right? You lift your booty up and you spin around until you can see me again. Or you can just come back onto your hands and knees and do it like we did the first time. Choice is yours. Or you can do what Debbie did where she just switched her legs. There's so many options. Oh, or you can do it like me. Good. All right. So once you come into your Gomukhasana legs, do you see the cow shape in this? Do you see it? If you look down, this is the nose. It's a bit of a reach, right? But I can see it. So really get clear with the feet. Spread the toes, press down into the outer edges. Okay, and make sure you're well grounded in your pelvis. Inhale, sweep your arms up, bring your palms to meet, and exhale it into the heart. Full back body breath, create all that space, and then twist into it. Right elbow high. Full breath in. Exhale, settle into your twist. On your next inhalation, slowly unwind. And exhale, release. Left arm reaches up. Pat yourself on the back. And then spin the right arm around. For me personally, there's one side that just doesn't like to connect. But again, if you find that the left arm is pushing your head forward, push your head into the arm. Full breath in, and on the exhalation, hinge from the hips. Keep your spine as long as possible. Chin can come to the knee. Press down, inhale, rise up. And exhale, slowly release. Go ahead and roll your shoulders out again. Both directions. Good, and release. So come into a wide, with the knees bent first, just so we flush it out. Take a couple of windshield wipers here. And then we're going to make our way onto our back, onto the back. Whew. Once you get onto your back, please go into constructive rest. Stay there for 3 rounds of breath. So you can go ahead into that now. And this can be whatever breath you like. Abdominal breath, where you breathe into the low belly. Or you can just take it nice and easy, regular breath. Go ahead and take it into a twist. So you can come up onto the balls of the feet, lift the bum up and off to the side, to the left, and lower your knees off to the right. Make sure that you're keeping space between the top of the left hip and the low ribs. So you can even take your left thumb into that hip crease and just guide it away. And use your right hand to keep the knees together. And then once you have that, hold it, and then let the left shoulder blade come down to the mat. Breathe into the belly here. One more breath. Then make your way back to center, readjust, go ahead and change sides. Any option of the twists you like, you can go into eagle legs. And slowly come back to center, readjust, and prepare for bridge pose, Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Feet to the floor, arms alongside of the body, press your feet down. Really anchor the arm bones back, and on your inhale, lift the hips. You can clasp the hands underneath you and bring your chest closer to your chin. Or you can make it more restorative and just slide your block underneath and rest. And slowly lower your hips back down to the mat. You can draw your knees into your chest if you like, or just take a couple of windshield wipers. Then extend your legs fully, 1 foot to each corner of your mat. Arms slightly away from the body with your palms facing up or down. And take a deep breath in and exhale fully. And just continue to rest for the next few minutes, breathing deeply and fully. Once again, becoming aware of your surroundings and becoming aware of your body on your mat. Gently starting to move, waking your body up, wiggling your fingers, your toes, moving your head from side to side. And take a deep breath in and extend your arms above your head. You guys were so still, I thought I was frozen. Stretch it all the way out. Go ahead and draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a great big hug and squeeze. Roll onto your side. Make your way up into a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to your heart. And we'll close our practice with the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Om. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your energy with me this morning and trusting me to guide you through your practice today. Be free, be true, and always be you. Blessed be. And here's to finding the extraordinary in ordinary.